So now we're going to be dividing, but we're going to have our answer as a decimal. It says Jawad says that 17 divided by 5 equals 26 divided by 8 because both are 3 remainder 2. Show his mistake using decimal division. Well, let's see. 17 divided by 5. I'm going to write that to the left side. 17 divided by 5. Well, I know 5 times 3 is 15, so I'm going to put the 3 over here. 5 times 3 is 15. I'm going to subtract and get 2. So it looks like Jawad is right. It is 3 remainder 2, but if we keep dividing so that we're answering as decimals, we're going to see that there might be a change. This says 2 ones. We can rename this as 20 tenths. The reason we can do this is because ones is 10 times more than tenths. 20 is 10 times more than 2. 20 tenths is the same as 2 ones. Now let me keep dividing. I know 5 times 4 equals 20, so I'm going to be writing a 4 to the side. 5 times 4 is 20. Oh, but wait a minute. We're not getting 4 21s. We want to get 20 tenths. So I'm going to actually be multiplying it by 4 tenths. 5 times 4 tenths equals 20 tenths. I'm going to subtract. I get 0. Now that I'm at 0, I know I'm done dividing. I'm going to add. I can't just add 3 plus 4 because this is 3 ones and 4 tenths. They're not the same unit. I'm going to change these to the standard form. So this is 3. This is 4 tenths. I'm going to add these together. Anywhere there's a blank spot, I'm going to put a 0. 0 tenths plus 4 tenths is 4 tenths. Decimal stays there because the decimal is always before the tenths place. 3 plus 0 is 3. So this answer to 17 divided by 5 is actually 3 and 4 tenths. All right, let's see. Let's split up my paper. Now I'm going to do 26 divided by 8. Let's see. I know 8 times 3 equals 24. So I'm going to put 3 over here. 8 times 3 is 24. I'm going to subtract and get 2 left over. So once again, it is 3 remainder 2. Jawad's right. But if we keep dividing, we're going to get a decimal answer, and that might be different from 3 and 4 tenths. So let's see. 2 can be written as 20 tenths, just like we did in the first part. 8 times 2 I know is 16, so I'm going to put 2 over here. 8 times 2 is 16, but we don't want 16 ones, we want 16 tenths. So I'm going to multiply by the tenths. 8 times 2 tenths is 16 tenths. I'm going to subtract, and now I have 4 tenths. Oh, we're still not at 0, so we need to keep dividing. But 4 is less than 8. I can't split 4 tenths into 8 groups. So we're actually going to rename this as well. We're going to rename this as 40 hundredths. The reason that we can do this is because the tenths place is 10 times more than the hundredths place. So 4 tenths is the same as 40 hundredths. They're equivalent. Well, I know 8 times 5 equals 40. So 8 times 5 is 40, but we want 40 hundredths. So I'm going to multiply by 5 hundredths. 8 times 5 hundredths is 40 hundredths. I'm going to subtract, and I get 0. Now that I'm at 0, I know I'm done dividing. I can add these up. But we can't just do 3 plus 2 plus 5, because this is really 3 ones plus 2 tenths plus 5 hundredths. So we're going to put that in standard form. That's 3 plus 2 tenths plus 5 hundredths. Wherever there's a space, I'm going to put a 0. 0 plus 5 is 5 hundredths. 0 plus 2 tenths plus 0 is 2 tenths. Decimal point always goes to the left of the tenths place. 3 plus 0 is 3. So 26 divided by 8 equals 3 and 25 hundredths. So even though both of these equaled 3 remainder 2, the value of the first one is actually 3 and 4 tenths, and the value of the second is actually 3 and 25 hundredths. The first problem is slightly bigger than the second.